wanted to talk about, I guess, the way I feel. The reason I do these videos is I do care about what happened. Just the ridiculousness and how you can disappointment. That's the word. What I feel is disappointment, not just disappointment in myself, but disappointment in everybody. How you can go so far off the rails to defend a human trafficking ring because it's your faith is just beyond me. Like, you are in the wrong, okay? You're giving money to evil people. I just remember at I don't even remember which member of the church came to Papa John's, and this was after everything was said and done. He was up there with the blue-eyed guys, one of those guys that just kept harassing me. And one of the times he came into the church, came into Papa John's, and was just like, "Want to talk about Jesus, 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 Jesus?" And I was, "Dude, shut up and get away from me." And then later he was like, "Look, we can't admit what we did was wrong. We can't admit what we're going to do to you is wrong. We can't, because we can do no wrongs, that's toxic. Well, I can't admit when I'm wrong, that's toxic." "But you can come join the church and be a part of it. Something bigger than yourself." I was like, "Yes, one man out in the desert's bigger than myself, and doing everything he wants is bigger than myself. That makes sense." And "Don't do that." I was, "Do what?" And he goes, "Don't say stuff like that." I was, "Okay." And he goes, "Look, I was wronged by the church." And this guy literally goes on this grievance about everything. And then he was like, "And then I joined it." And I was like, "And then they started taking your money." And I was like, "Look," he's like, "Look, we can't pay out. You try to understand. We can't give you money. We can't give you anything. We have to kill you if we give you anything." And I was, "So you can't make amends for messing up because we don't mess up." I was like, "You do mess up." "Well, you join the church, and we might give you something. You might give me something if I join the church. A dick in my ass." And I was like, "And then what?" "We'll give you a job." I was like, "Slavery." "What?" "So you're going to take my money." I was like, "Let me get this straight. You guys dicked me over, and your payment for dicking me over is going to be you join the church, we're going to anally rape you, we're going to then get you a job in the church, and we're going to take your money, but you're going to work for the church. You're going to be our slave because we messed up." And I was like, "And I assume that's because I made your malignant narcissistic leader feel bad? I get punished because he fucked up, but he can't be held to account." So, do you understand how warped this is? Like, "Oh, you're going to work for the church, we're going to make you our slave, and we're going to make money off you." I want you to go do a good deed for a random person and not expect anything in return. And I remember the dude just, like, "What?" "Give somebody some money." "That's not how that works." "What do you mean that's not how that works?" "I can't do that. I'd have to kill him." There you go. That's your morals. Those are your standards. There isn't anything right about doing what you do to people and then telling them, "Hey, if you come work for us, let me rape you, treat you like shit, destroy your brain with heavy metals, and fuck you up as much as we possibly can, get you addicted to LSD, and make money for us, and be our slave." Like, imagine somebody so fucked up in the head came to you and it was just like, "We dicked you over, but we want to make you our slave. Isn't that great?" Like, I remember I started laughing and I started making fun of the dude. He said, "It's not going to be like that." "It is going to be like that." "It's not going to be like that." "It is going to be like that." And "You're implying that they messed up, didn't want to admit they messed up, and then enslaved me." I was like, "Can you leave the church?" "No, I can't leave the church." I was like, "You're a slave." Oh, yeah. Dude, I don't, even with a destroyed brain, keep that in mind. I was neurotoxic. My vision was going bad. I couldn't concentrate. I had trouble thinking, remembering things, and I'd lose track of time and lose track of fucking reality. I could still talk circles around these retards. It occurred to me recently I had this other disappointment. Anal Eating Mummy God had called me, and I don't even... The only thing I can think of is I had to have been dosed with LSD. I don't know why I said these things, but he had called me, and he was like, Bobby, you know, you lost all this other stuff, and basically he was telling me, like, take the L, become my slave, and I was like, no. And I told him, I was like, look, every 30, 40 years, I was like, that guy that reported the church, because I didn't know it was me. Yeah. I was like, there's some great hero that comes along, he does something great like Martin Luther King or Gandhi. I was like, they do something wonderful, and then we shoot him in the head, like Lincoln. And I was like, and that's because these people are the consecutive good guys that are sent by God, and God goes, is it time to return? And he sends somebody, a messenger, and then we shoot him in the head. Lincoln, we shot him in the head. Martin Luther King shot him in the head. And then Anal Eating Mummy God was like, well, you'd have a point, but both of those people were actually horrible. I was like, I don't believe there's 100% good people in the world. But I believe when somebody does something good and you shoot him in the head, that tells God it ain't time to come back, because you're going to fucking brain him. And just went quiet, and he was, what? I don't want to, I was Kennedy. I was like, Kennedy was going to give everybody health care. What happened to him? He got shot in the head. He's... Oh. Eventually, God's going to get tired of your shit, and he's just going to wipe you out. You keep doing the wrong thing, and he's... Let me just... Kennedy wasn't that great of a person. He did... These people are not perfect, but they're doing the right thing, and then when they do the right thing, they end up dead. You need to stop punishing people for doing the right thing. And Anal Eating Mummy God was like, the right thing's ambiguous. The right thing isn't ambiguous. You remove your ego from it, boom, you have the right thing. Okay? The right thing is the thing that benefits everybody. The right thing is having a developed superego, which the people in the church don't, so I could see where doing the right thing would be a very confusing and scary idea, because they don't have a superego to tell them, hey, morally, raping babies is bad. Threatening people is bad. Killing people is bad. Okay? You might want to write that down if you're a church member. And he was, you don't believe in a God, but you keep talking. I was like, I don't even know why I keep doing that. But I'm just saying. And he was, what if I told you we were the ones that killed those people? And I was, well, you secured your place in hell, that's for sure. No, we didn't. I was, yeah, you did. Every time these people were going to do something good, bang! You can't be that evil and not under... We're not evil. We're the good... Hey, give me a minute. I got to talk to Eddie. He hung up on me, and he didn't call me back that time. I just... You go to school, Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, he was a great man, blah, 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 blah. Also, our church murdered his ass because the white supremacy. Martin Luther King was a great man, he blah, 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 we blew his brains out, white supremacy. Kennedy was going to get rid of this FBI and CIA because of white supremacy, and bang, we blew his brains. These guys were all notably good people and are remembered as good people historically. And these guys like to nitpick. You gotta be 100% infallible in every way when they themselves are not infallible in every way. They just put on a facade and pretend to be infallible. Even the guy they sent out explained he got dicked over and then the church was nice enough to enslave him. And the guy was black, so he's one of those Uncle Ruckus types like Jumanji, or that guy I called Uncle Ruckus. He just hates himself. He wants to lick the boot of the white man, and that's his joy in life. Is as long as he's sucking a cock of the cock of a white man, he's completely fulfilled. Like, good for you, dude. That's your truth. That's your truth. That ain't me, brother. And that's the thing, is the church, once again, these people are trying to take it in the ass mentally, physically, and emotionally, and then their brains are destroyed by heavy metals, so they're fucked up, and then they are slaves to the church, because they have to constantly pay the church. Forever. Oh, man. I don't know, once again, how you can be that far removed from reality. I don't. In George Miller's movie Furiosa, there's the whole thing, and I remember saying it, the quote to George now, "Oh, and I'll be gone, and your daughter will still be in the desert." Like, and I was, you idiot, you'll never balance, you'll never balance your pain with suffering, okay? Like, revenge sounds good on paper, but it's a miserable task carried out by miserable people. I always think back to Ganon and Stu, even the blue-eyed bunch of the church leaders, they can't get over it because they can't process their emotions. Like I said, disappointment. Not thinking that all this money, wealth, all these trained idiots, and the only thing you can think to do is terrorize people. The only thing you can think to do is abduct people, murder them, human traffic. And then what's on top of that? Once you do your human trafficking, once you do your evil, what do you do? You go buy nice trinkets. It's cars and houses and nice things. And it's all off the backs of other people. And I think that's the biggest joke at the church, is literally take money from people to buy yourself nice trinkets. Peak. I'm winning. And there will never be an end to the nice trinkets you'll buy. There will always be a new car. There will always be a new gold bracelet. There will always be more diamonds and emeralds than you can shake a stick at. You'll never have enough. And here's the fun part, it's an addiction high. You get high for that moment, and then it passes, because it's fleeting. You'll never ever derive complete joy from that. Broken dreams and promises. Yeah. And that in itself is disappointment. And this is the disappointment I feel, because you could be doing good, and I'm not talking about Mr. Beast where he goes and helps 10 random people. Oh, I'm a billionaire and I just helped 10 people. You're a billionaire. You could be funding cancer research. You could be actually fixing problems, but this is the stupidity. If you want one asshole to fix all the problems of the world, one Mr. Beast can't do that. Can't. Secondly, he's not gonna. Thirdly, he doesn't care. This iron stupidity of, we're gonna murder everybody, take their shit, hoard all the wealth for ourselves, and then we're gonna do good. After we do all the bad, we're gonna do good. That's disappointment. You shouldn't be doing the bad to begin with. Okay? I remember Rainal Eaton Mummy God trying to explain to me at one point that, you have to do the bad things, and then have a human sacrifice for you, and then you become good. After you're pure fucking evil. And I was like, no, the only thing you managed to do is murder somebody else. That's what you managed to do. And once again, like, whatever, dude. This is how you know God doesn't exist. Like, like I said, these people just prove to me God does not exist. Like, he's a joke. Like, oh my fucking God. Fucking stupid. Like, I also remember Anal Eating Mummy guys. It's not like you guys worship the devil, and he was, oh yeah. I now remember, they do worship the devil. It is a thing with the devil to hurt people, and even when it's that needful things, like when you take handshake with the devil, you never escape that handshake. You are eternally enslaved. You are going to be tormented eternally. I don't... Whatever, dude. Yeah. Whatever. Yep. Here's the truth in life. Doing the bad thing, doing the wrong thing, murdering people, killing, threatening, doing all the evil shit can in fact make you wealthy. Yes. Good people don't do those things because they're good people. And there is no reward for being a good person. Trust me, I know. I got the shit beat out of me. I was raped, waterboarded, and assaulted. Okay? You don't get to win when you do the right thing. As a kid, I used to think it was funny because Blondie was like, "I'm Prince Zuko." You're not fucking Prince Zuko. You're some fucking loser. I used to relate to Prince Zuko because every time I tried to do the right thing, it would always end badly. Like, I reported this kid. He was beating up this other kid at school, and I got tired of him and I reported him. And the principal told the kid I reported him, and that kid beat my ass. And then I got pissed and beat his ass. Like, I just... And the principal, it was a setup to teach me a lesson about being a good person. And this is how you know you live in a world of bastards, because he did the right thing. Kill him! But the truth of altruism, when you do the right thing, you make everybody else feel like shit. And they are not gonna live with that. You hurted me, and remember, emotionally stunted people, it's about how they feel. You made me feel like shit. Therefore, you bad. That's how that works. It's not, I feel bad, I should probably be a better person. And like I said, and all this is just disappointment. Like, the ending of this is disappointment. Today I was feeling really pissed off, and I do think about this shit way too much, but it's also, part of it is my brain healing, it's coming back online. Like, I don't know. I don't think my brain will ever fully recover. I know my nervous system won't. I freak out at random because of my nervous system, but, like, it's whatever. That's destroyed. My brain's destroyed once again. These people took everything from me. They murder any woman I like. They destroyed my brain, my nervous system, and they're still fucking miserable. Yeah. They're still miserable. I'm not. Poppin' LSD, poppin' LSD, poppin' LSD, pop. Oh, I feel the euphoria. That means I'm happy. I'm not miserable. If you ever find yourself popping drugs, you're miserable. And maybe you need to work on that misery. I would probably start telling you church leaders, I need out of this bitch. Just me. Just my thing.